Hey everybody! One of those nights where I just don't feel like cooking anything. So tonight, we're going to take it easy. Tonight, we're just going to make some guacamole. I've got some avocados, tomatoes, green onions, garlic, a little hot sauce to spice it up just a bit. And that's what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I've got some corn chips, and that's it. Some people call this avocado salad, and other people just call it guacamole. So I'm going to get started on making this up. So, I know probably most of you know this, but to use an avocado, you're going to take a sharp knife, you're going to start up at the top and cut down until you fill the pit. And then you're going to cut all the way around the pit, back to the beginning at the top. Then all you have to do is twist the avocado, and it comes apart and you've got a big seed in the middle. Take your knife, attack the seed just a little bit, and then twist it, and it'll come right out. And then I use a spoon to go ahead and scoop the avocado out of the shell. I just scoop all the way around and take the avocado meat out of the shell. Alright, so I'm going to do a few more of these, and we'll get the other ingredients going. Alright, so I've got my avocados all seeded and got the meat pulled out of them. I went ahead and poured a little bit of olive oil on them, and I'm just going to begin to chop them up just a bit into smaller pieces. The olive oil you want to put on there so that they don't brown. They will brown very quick on you. I prefer my guacamole a little more chunkier. I know sometimes in the store you buy it and it's almost, this isn't working too well. It's almost a liquid guacamole pureed. I like mine a little chunkier, so I'm just going to make it in rough chops. That should do. There we go. These seeds, by the way, most people just throw them out, but you can put 3 toothpicks in them and put them in a glass of water, and they will sprout. It takes them quite a while, but you can grow plants from these. Not necessarily an avocado tree. I guess you could if you had the time. It'd take a long time for that to grow. I'm going to pour just a little more lemon juice on here and give that a stir. And you see we've got just a nice texture there with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slice up the tomatoes, the green onions, some garlic, and get the hot sauce ready. And we're going to feast like we're in a Mexican restaurant tonight. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my tomatoes diced up pretty small. Again, I like my guacamole a little chunky. So I'm going to go ahead and scoop these into the guacamole. That should be plenty. I'm going to wipe this down. I'm going to take the green onions, pick off the bad ends here. And I'm going to try to chop the bad bottoms off. There we go. And I'm going to chop off some of the top. just so I don't get any of the wilted stuff. And these I'm going to cut in half, put them back together again, and we're going to start cutting crossways. Really, really thin is how I like them. I like my guacamole to have a good onion flavor. And I'm sure this will be plenty. There we go. Now I'm going to get a clove or two of garlic out of here. See if I can find a nice sized clove. That one looks good. And that one looks good. Try to get the outer skin off. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to slice my garlic very thin again. I love fresh garlic. So I cut it. I cut the garlic cloves in halves and then turned it around and cut in little pieces again. So you could say it's roughly minced. I think 2 cloves should be plenty. There we go. And now I'm just going to add a little hot sauce. Not to make it hot, but to give it some flavor. That should be plenty. And I'm just going to stir it all up. And there we go. Homemade guacamole on the chunkier side, which is how I like it. If you like it, you make it smooth. You can put it in a blender or food processor and process away. Make it as smooth as you want it. You can also add whatever you like to this. If you like red peppers, add some red bell pepper, or if you like fire roasted red pepper, you can do that. If you like green chilies, you can put that in it. If you prefer to use just a white onion instead of the green onion, you can do that. Jalapeno, if you want to put a jalapeno pepper in here, or 1 or 2, go ahead and do that. It's your salad. You make it the way that you want. And so that's it. If you're not going to eat this immediately, I suggest putting plastic wrap over it and press it down all the way on top of the guacamole so no air can get to it and it browns on you. So Dear Lord, I made a whole lot of guacamole. I'm not sure that we're going to be able to eat all of that tonight, but hey, we'll put it in a container and save it for later. I used 2 tomatoes, by the way. 2 tomatoes, 1 grouping of green onions, 2 cloves of garlic, and I used 6 small guacamoles. 6 small guacamoles. 6 small avocados. And chop those up. So, alrighty, that's my dinner tonight. Something very light, refreshing, so good, and don't have to really do too many dishes or worry about fussing with cooking something. So, alright, you all have a good evening. Remember that life is beautiful. Once again, get out and vote. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. I forgot to mention salt and pepper. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little salt and some pepper in here and re-stir it. You can see I've already got it put into a different bowl that's airtight. Some good salt and pepper. And I also wanted to mention that, you know, guacamole or avocados are so good for you. They have what they call good fat in them. So, I mean, you wouldn't want to sit down and eat this whole thing, but you don't have to feel so guilty about eating it because it is a good fat. Alrighty, we are done. We will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.